Hello, everyone, and yes, it is that time of month again. We are taking a look at the June 2025 Train Sim World roadmap today. If you want to know everything that's on the roadmap, just take a screenshot right now. But we're going to skip the TLDR. So yeah, first up, we have a brand new pack coming for the Boston Sprinter route, the MBTA Providence/Stoughton Line HSP 46 add-on, which is basically a gameplay pack that substitutes the HSP 46 onto Boston Sprinter, which will add 3 new scenarios and conductor mode to the route. I have a couple of thoughts about this. Number one, the HSP 46 should have substituted from MBTA Commuter by default for free. This shouldn't be part of a gameplay pack. This is just a rip-off. But on the other hand, I suppose those of us who didn't want to pay for MBTA Commuter to get the HSP 46 substitution don't have to worry. So this is a bit of a mixed bag. Mind you, I can't wait to finally drive the HSP 46, as I never got MBTA Commuter for the Framingham Worcester line. So, hey, share more details in the coming weeks. So all we've got are basically 2 screenshots and the announcement. Next up, Cargo Line Volume 5 Nuclear from Skyhook Games, which is the next installment, the Cargo Line Volume 4 Military. I've been playing that quite a bit on the channel. I've seriously enjoyed it. So yeah, we're getting the FNA-D Flask Carrier Wagons and the Class 20/3. We already had the Class 20 as an add-on for the Tees Valley Line route, if I'm not mistaken. However, that was a British Railways Rail Freight Grey version, so it's in British Railways condition. This one is going to be in modern condition, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the first picture is of West Coast Main Line South. You can tell because that green pole. So yeah, here's a better look at the FNAs themselves at Carlisle on the Preston Carlisle DLC. So yeah. And the Class 20 is going to be in a DRS or Direct Rail Services blue livery. So yeah, here's another picture of it on West Coast Main Line South. So yeah, it looks as though I do have a. Let's finish going through this section. So these Class 20s are significantly upgraded by brush traction of Loughborough with long-range fuel tanks, group standard headlight clusters, high-impact windscreens, and a complete cab rebuild, which is one of the things I'm most looking forward to, and they're going to be an Oxford blue livery with fully yellow ends and red buffer beams. So, yeah, So, the FNA wagons, which we all know and love, these are, so basically they're the replacements of the FNA wagons. I was expecting we'd get the original spec FNAs. Interesting. The new batch featured several major updates, including exposed framing, different bogies, and the ability to carry a wider range of flask designs. Despite the reduction in nuclear power plants in the UK since the millennium, they can still be seen in use across much of the UK. The Class 20 will be an unbranded livery. So I have a couple of thoughts about this. A, it's pretty cool that we're getting this. We already knew that Cargo Line Volume 5 was going to be nuclear. We already had a teaser of the DRS Class 20 in the December roadmap for TSW. So, glad to see that our suspicions were confirmed. Also, I'm glad to see that we're getting the variant of the FNA nuclear wagons. Like, those are much needed in the game. And also, I'm glad to see that we're getting a modern spec Class 20. However, I am a bit sad. I know Cargo Line isn't supposed to make any new completely custom locomotives. I'm just a bit sad that we couldn't have gotten a DRS Class 68 with this pack. But hey, I suppose that's not the overall aim of the Cargo Line products, so I can understand that. I will be getting this. I think that Skyhook look to have decently weathered the wagons. I honestly can't wait to try this out. I highly enjoyed Cargo Line Volume 4 Military, so I can't wait to see what Volume 5 has in store. It looks as though, from the pictures, we'll get gameplay for West Coast Mainline South and West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle. Next up, it's Manchester Airport Commuter from Alan Thompson Simulations. New screenshots and details. We've been hard at work bug fixing and refining the route, incorporating feedback from Dovetail during Q&A. Thanks to this, we're now back in the 0 to 3 month section of the roadmap. Nice. We can't wait for you to finally experience the route firsthand. With over 900 playable surfaces across 2 timetables, you have plenty to explore, including the Class 323, which is recycled for the 4th time, if I'm not mistaken. It was originally introduced with Birmingham Cross City, then it was in West Midlands Rail livery, then it was recycled in Northern livery for the Glossop line, then it was recycled in Centro livery as a gameplay pack for Birmingham Cross City, and now the Northern version is getting recycled once again for Manchester Airport Commuter. So we'll have the 323, we'll have the Class 66 doing freight and railhead treatment train services. We'll have services with the Pendolino, the Class 350, the East Midlands trains, Class 158, off of the Midland Main Line, the ScotRail Class 158 off of Edinburgh to Glasgow, and the Transport for Wales Class 150 and 153s from Cardiff City Network. So quite a varied rail scene. Gotta give Alan Thompson plaudits for that. So yeah, it does look pretty good. Like, I'm pretty impressed from the screenshots. Your support and feedback has been truly appreciated. Stay tuned. Alright, so I do have a couple of thoughts about this pack. It does look pretty good. However, recycling the Class 323 again, like, come on. Like, we could have gotten like a Class 331 Civity or a Class 333 or something other than the Class 323. Like, come on. Also, Alan Thompson Simulation has a bit of a mixed reputation in the Train Sim Classic days. Like, especially for overcharging for products like the Class 745 Flirt. Cost £40. Which is a ridiculous cost for a locomotive, especially since it isn't quote-unquote study level, in my opinion, of course. So yeah. I'll wait and see to see how this one goes. Might pick it up on a sale. Next up, new product announcement from Train Sim Germany. Expert BR101 on Kassel to Würzburg gameplay pack. So basically, this will give us a new timetable and 5 scenarios. So it'll be a new timetable set 2 years before the original Kassel timetable, with 26 more playable services and over 1,200 new AI services. Focuses heavily on intercity traffic with the 101 Expert, but also brings the opportunities for the ICE 3 and ICE 1. So the expanded timetable will change/add the following: reworked freight layers, ICE trains and formations have been swapped around to better represent the 2018 timetable, including the addition of an ICE T layer off of Deacon Zigtaubahn. The intercity layer is completely different, with many more 101 and Capcar-led services, including a few light loco runs where LZB use is prohibited. New Flixtrain Vectron layer with 2 services. Overhauled and added AI wherever the high-speed line passes by or interacts with other lines. 5 new expert level scenarios, which will have 4 new types of gameplay. A rescue scenario with the ultimate stopping precision required. Wrong line running around track closures, voiceover lines, and Befehl documents on the cab desk, as you can see here. We will be sharing more details about this in the future. So, the following content is required: Kassel to Würzburg and the Expert BR101. So, I have a couple of thoughts about this. Number one, I'm glad to see Kassel to Würzburg getting some love. It was the first German route I ever got for TSW. And I'm glad to see more content coming for the Expert 101. It's one of my favorite locomotives in the game. However, it's this being payware, like, this will have to cost maximum $7 US dollars for me to pick this up full price, because it just seems a bit sucky that this couldn't have been included as a free update. I mean, the new timetable, but yeah. Final note, Take a Pride Ride as the TSG team have also recreated 101 number 066 in its special Railbow livery. This will be a free $0 free update to all existing owners of the Expert BO101 add-on. And I must say, she looks pretty dang good. Like, well done, TSG. Next up, it's the BR194 and E94 Rail Tour pack. Tomorrow, they will be sharing the full announcement article for the pack, so stay tuned for many details coming shortly. So, and then they talk about what we already knew. So yeah, all of the stuff highlighted in pink is their stuff they're changing on the OBB 1020 model to turn it into the BR194 model. A portion of the proceeds will go directly to EZW to support their continued efforts for preserving the E94 Rail Tour locomotive. Please note, this pack will be released on Gen 9 and PC only. Just saying. Next up is the Class 86 and Mark II F coaches. So it looks as though we have a bunch of rehashed images. So yeah, basically no new details, no release date. Thanks. Like, the coming soon article was like 4 weeks ago. Normally they release a coming soon article like 2 weeks before an add-on is coming out, and yet we still have no release date for the Class 86. And it's my favorite British locomotive. Like, guys, like, Just Trains, stop teasing us with this gorgeous train. Just give it to us, please. Next up, it's the Santa Fe gameplay pack for Cajon Pass from High Iron Simulations. It is in beta testing with final refinements. Nice. So we'll included in the pack for those who've been living under a rock is the Santa Fe War Bonnet General Electric C40 recycled from Sandpatch grade, and the blue and yellow SD40-2 from Cajon Pass, if I'm not mistaken. 3 all-new freight cars, reskins of a number of existing freight cars, and a timetable with more than 250 train movements, and including a Union Pacific layer off of Sherman Hill, 5 scenarios, and a new tutorial. So yeah, we've also got the recent patches. So yeah, the one on May 12th had a bunch of improvements for the Midland Main Line and 5 liveries for the Class 87, and the Koplopper and Class 150 receiving audio improvements. On June 2nd, we got a bunch of improvements across a ton of routes. Upcoming updates. Our next update will feature further improvements across a range of content, which we will confirm once we have a final list, as well as additional improvements to community-raised issues, and also the updated Köln-Aachen timetable will be coming to players on PlayStation 5 and Epic Games. Right. We are currently aiming for this update for early July, and once we have a confirmed date, we will share the news. So people on PlayStation 4 and Steam already have this timetable. I've already made multiple videos on it, and I've highly enjoyed it. I do really, really like it. Also, next up, Dovetail will be attending the Greatest Gathering between the 1st and 3rd of August at Derby Litchurch Lane Works, which will feature more than 50 vehicles. It's also sold out, so if you don't have tickets already, you're out of luck. So they'll have some demonstration stuff there. Oh, they've also they put their own stock in at Derby, because we do have Derby Litchurch Lane Works at in on the Midland Main Line add-on. Nice. We've also got a monthly mastery. So we have to, in order to unlock it, we have to complete 5 conductor mode timetable services, complete 200 objectives during scenarios of timetables, complete 10 timetables whilst the temperature is higher than 20 degrees Celsius, and drive 400 miles. Then we also have the Robot live stream as well. So yeah, so there is I must say, a ton of gameplay packs got announced, no less than 3. So yeah, we had the HSP 46 announcement, the Cargo Line Volume 5 announcement, and the Kassel to Würzburg 101 announcement. So, that's a bit nuts, if I'm being honest. I can't wait to try out the BR19. I think out of all of this, I'm probably most excited for the Class 86, but I also am looking forward to the BR194 as Link Rheinstrecker definitely needs some love. And if you're watching this pretty soon after after this video comes out, you will. I might do a separate video on the announcement article for this, because I am pretty excited about it. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, everyone. I think the thing I'm most disappointed about is the lack of any Class 86 news. Like, come on, devs, get your act together. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell really hard so you can get notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.